Yeah, hi, I'm Pete McKenzie, the head brewer down at the new Patron Brewery down in Hood Street in Hamilton. We'll do a brief tour and an explanation of how we do things here at Patrons. Okay, in here we have all our grain, all our base malts and specialty malts are all in here. We have a variety of different brands for the different types of beer that we are brewing. Once we've measured out what we want, we go through into milling. We mill on the old machine here, which was probably built back in the 1890s. Still does a very good job. Once we've milled the grain, we will then load into our mash tun. We would have that ready with the hot water, or the hot liquor they call it, at the desired temperature that we're trying to strike our mash at. And then once stirred in and the temperatures is where we need it, it'll sit there for approximately 60 minutes. From there we will drop down into our lauter plates, which is the filter tank down here. On there are actually wire wedge plates in the bottom of that tank. We will actually filter through the bed itself. We will then pump up into the kettle. As soon as we get to a certain level in the kettle, we will then start sparging, where we sparge approximately 300 litres of water, extract the most of the sugars that we can out of the grain. It'll be in the kettle for 70 minutes. Virtually 10 minutes after the start of the boil, we will add the first addition of hops, which are the bittering hops. Then we will, at certain stages throughout the boil, add more hops depending on the style or the type of beer that we're producing. We will then transfer or let it gravity come down into what we call the whirl tank, which is this little tank here. Might look little, but that will actually hold 600 litres. So we do the whirling, we will add our whirl hops into that particular tank. We'll let it settle. Once it's done there, we will then go through the plate coolers, which are over on the wall. We do filtering at that point where we pre-filter going through before the plate coolers and then once after. We will then cool the wort down to the desired temperature to go into the fermenter. So we'll then pump through into one of the fermenters. We have 6 fermenters, and then we go from fermenter then into conditioning tanks, which is separate. There's 5 conditioning tanks in the main chiller, together with 3 bright beer tanks.